How's it going, everybody? I'm back again. I wanted to show you some more of the Blender tool I'm actually working on for armatures. It's called Bone Engraver. I'm going to show you the primary purpose of why I made this tool to begin with. So, in Blender, we have armatures, and most of the time, by the time we're done with most animations, we already have a set standard of the bone names. Mostly it's pre-planned out of all the bone names of when we make the armature. But let's say for some uh, organizing or other purposes, or let's say you made a mistake, you want to change the name of your bones on your armature. So I'll show you an example of what we tend to deal with when that happens. So I'll rename this, press F2, I'll go to upper arm, and I'll just change it just to upper, right? And we'll go back to solid, we'll get out of pose, and we'll just go back and we'll play an animation real quick. Notice how it's deformed. The actual animation is deformed right now. The reason why is this animation is looking for that original bone name, and you could tell down here. Now I could go through every single one of these and rename these, but it would take a while. It'd take a long time to do that for the new name of the bone. And let's say you have to do that for multiple bones. That takes a while. So my tool that I've been working on actually does it for you. Get out of pose mode. So here, I'll show you what I mean. Let me make sure this is back to playing normal real quick. Alright, so this is back to normal. Okay, so here we go. It's called Bone Engraver, and the first part of the tool for renaming bones I'll show you is up here. It's the top part. This is called Simple Bone Renamer. I'll hit Refresh Actions, and it'll load all your actions in the actual Blender scene. I'm going to go just change our T-pose that we got. So it'll show up down here. I'll hit this download button, and what this does is it downloads or shows you all the bone names. Let's say you want to back this up before you go changing names. You can actually save the rename map. Basically, it'll save all these current bones in a file that you can back up, and then you could load it back up afterwards. And you can change those names that you've messed up or you didn't want back to how they were using this as well. But let's go in here and change the name of that bone that we just did. Right here, you could change bone names just right in here. And apply names. Oh, there was a little bit of disform. I wonder if I have to, oh wait, I forgot something. You actually have to be in pose mode for this. So what we'll do is we'll go into pose mode for this, and we'll change it. Oh no, actually I gotta put this in, there we go, back into this. Okay, so we'll do this in pose mode real quick, and we'll change the name. Where was it? Upper arm, right here. Oh, I gotta back up a little bit. And then we'll apply it. Let's go check out and see what happened. Notice how there's no deform. I could play the animation. Down here, if I actually go in and find it. Nope, that's left hand. I think it's back here. Yep, owl left upper. Got rid of the arm part. And it updated all of these throughout these other animations as well. I'll go back to object mode, and you could play through this real quick. No weird deformity. All right. So let's get back to our T-pose. Now, let me go back to where we have our original name back for this armature. Okay, there we go. I want to show you I'll show you the global bone name transfer. Basically, the other one, bone name transfer, is actually an action to action. So let's say you have an action with basically the names of the bones that you want. You can actually choose one, set that as the source over here, and then choose a target animation that you want those names of those bones to be changed to. Let's say you're just in the process of doing something and you've changed the bones for some reason on another animation. Well, this is another way you could change them. You just set that as the source and the other one as the target. But that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you the global one. This kind of already does what this does, but you can actually choose what animations get updated. So I'm going to select this. And again, it's a very similar layout. You have the original names on the left, and where you could rename them on the right. You click Find Targets. It'll give you the armature, and then all the animations will be down here. You can exit them off if you don't want them. You can click them if you want the new names to be applied to them. Right here, this will be your armature source right there. You could lock it to where it won't change, but let's say we unlock it. We can actually change the name in here as well. Actually, let's keep that one. I like messing with that arm because it's a clear mess up if something goes wrong. So forearm, upper arm. We'll do that. Let's say I want to lock it. And let's say I want to choose these animations down here. I'll hit Apply Global Bone Names. And right here, it'll say rename one bone out of 40 F curves and actions. So basically, it did the same thing that we did earlier. It just renamed all the bones for that one bone, updated all the armatures. So this bypasses a lot of hassle. It helps you out. So let's say you don't want to deal with any of this over in this tool, which it could be a bit of a hassle. There is a simpler way to actually do all this. Let's minimize this, and I have a auto bone sync, and I'll turn it on. Now what this does is, let's say you're busy working and you don't want to deal with the bone engraver. Well, if you go in here, let's say you want to change the name of a bone by just simply, I don't know, pressing F2 and not dealing with that. Well, let's go back. We'll do the right side this time, actually. It's this one. Let's say we want to rename that. We'll just rename it just in here. Just like that. And what happens is this updates when this is turned on, but this has to be on. It syncs every animation, all armatures for this bone change, this bone name change. And it'll also let you know what you changed from what it was to what it is now. And I'll get out of here and I'll play a quick animation to show you that it's all been changed. Down here it's been changed. For here it's been changed. No deformity. So basically this does what the other parts of the tool do for you automatically. So you don't have to keep going back and forth. This is just if you want to be a bit lazier like myself. So you just go in and you want to get in your workflow and change bone names and do what you got to do. This will do it automatically, but you have to make sure it's enabled. If it's off, you'll have issues like you did earlier, or like I showed you earlier at the very beginning. And that actually wraps it up for the bone renaming part of the bone engraving tool I've been working on. Thank you. I appreciate you watching. Leave a comment or let me know if you want to give me any ideas for updates. All right. Thank you.